Hey everybody, let's see if anybody can see me here. I hope I am live, guys. Oh. Hey everybody. I'm trying to get my setup fixed here, guys, because it's a little bit crazy. And let me get my light here on. Oops, I didn't plug that in. Oh well, guys, it's going to be a little bit dark. I forgot to plug in my new light over there. Let's see who all hops on. Hey Dawn, hey Paula. Oh goodness, I am coming on. Sheila had something come up, so she can't come on. So I am going to be here at 8 o'clock tonight. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Vicky. If you guys share me out, I appreciate it, guys. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sharon. Okay. I'm going live from my laptop. Can everybody hear me okay? Because I'm trying something new. Let me just see if I can hear myself. Hold on. Hold on. This is all new to me, guys. All new. All new. Okay. I can hear myself. Okay, we're going to get going here. Oh, no. That's okay. You were live when all this came up. Okay, thank you, Paula. Thank you. Okay, guys. I am going to start going live on YouTube a whole lot more. And I got this at Savers in Fort Smith maybe 3 weeks ago. Jeff and I stopped in there real quick. And I really think it's a candle holder or a candle for a candle, like a sugar mold or a candle mold. But this is ceramic. But it has this insert here that kind of reminds me of that. And so I think I can pour a candle in here and use this in my kitchen. It would be nice if it had an opening at the bottom because then you could use it as a tissue holder. Hey, Diane. Thank you, Joni. Thank you, Tracy. So what I'm going to do is I've got this. It's called deep red paint, but I don't know. I kind of think I want to color it this red, but I may have to change something else. But we may have to put wax over that when we're done. But I'm going to have to use some bonding gloss on it so this will stick. I had started doing a little place and the red was just kind of like sitting on top of it. So we're going to put this on it. And I've got my Spanish copper that we're going to highlight the design on it. We're going to do this right here. And I'm just putting this on so it'll stick. Hey, Brenda. Brenda, we are redoing this little piece that I got. And you can see right here, it's got some raised places. And that's what I'm going to use that rub and buff on. But I'm going to paint it red. And I hope this red, let me go like this so I can get in there. I hope this red kind of looks good. But lots of times you can change your colors a little bit different if you just use some wax over it. And I've got my Howard wax sitting here. Now, I am going to go live for my daughters this week several times. I told her I had. How do you share on YouTube? You copy the link and you paste it on your page on Facebook is what you can do. It's what I do. That's the only way I know how to do it. That might be a Tracy question. But let's go ahead and let's paint this up. And I don't really care for this stuff because it has an odor to it. Has an odor, a big odor. And let's go ahead and do this. We'll tap that in there. And we're going to paint it. We're going to dry this really good. Then we're going to paint it that red. And that red kind of looks a little funky, but we're going to try it. Oh, there she goes. Click the arrow or copy and select the platform to share. Well, that's awesome, Tracy. That is good to know because I didn't know. But I did figure out how to change my time on here. I did figure that out. Okay, I'm going to paint or dry this really quick. I'm going to get just a little bit down here. I don't know if I may put a piece of felt on the bottom of it or maybe some, get some of that Dollar Tree cork. It looks like it had some feet on it at one time, but they're not there now. Okay, let me get my bonding stuff here and get my dryer. We're going to start drying this. Well, Barbara, I have rested this weekend. But we're going to have to be in Fort Smith at 4. Well, we're going to have to leave our house at 4 a.m. to get down there by 5 because Lauren has to be at work at 5. She has to leave for work at 5:30 and she has to drive 20 minutes to this clinic. So we're going to be doing it all week, but we won't have to go early the next couple of days, just tomorrow. Just tomorrow. This takes a little bit to dry, but we're going to dry it really good. Thank you, Sharon. Hey, Lisa Hawkins. Hey, Chelsea. Let's make sure this is drying, and it's sticking to my paper, but I don't want to have to clean it up. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that is early because it's an hour and about an hour and 15 minutes if there's no traffic. But Declan has a interview with a school on the 14th, so he'll start his daycare and school. But Griffin is the problem because he's not 2 yet, and there's not any openings just yet. But we'll do what we got to do. We're doing what we got to do. Hey, Patricia. Thank you, Paula. Still a little wet right there. But guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys go subscribe to it. I only need maybe 120 to get to 1,000. Hi, Deb. Just go ahead and dry this up. This is a silicone mat. I guess I could just wipe it off. Sing happy birthday to you. Oh gosh, I wish Jeff was over here. He can sing a whole lot better than I can. But I'll try. So we're going to sing happy birthday to Carol. Happy birthday to Carol. Happy birthday, sweet Carol. Happy birthday to you. There, Carol, I did it, and I usually don't do that. Hey, Sue Champion, how are you doing? All right, Carol, I did it. I get to meet Carol this fall, and I'm excited. You're welcome, Carol. I can see a little wet spot over here because it needs to look kind of flat. It needs to look a little flat. I tell you what, I told Jeff today, he asked me what did I want for lunch, and I just told him it's not chicken. I'm so sick of chicken. I wish I could find some different recipes that didn't involve beef, which I love. Hey, shoot, Payson. Once we get this dry, I know drying is not the one thing you guys wanted to see. But we have to get this good and dried up so it doesn't mess with our paint. Well, hey, Kathy, welcome. You're new here. I appreciate you hopping on. But we try to do our Crafty Sixters once a month on Sundays. We try to do it the first Sunday of the month. Sometimes it happens that we are in events, so we can't, but we always try to. And we are getting to meet up here in June, and I am so excited. Okay. But this bonding boss will let you paint on just about anything, especially glass, different things like that. And it'll help our paint to stick and not just sit on top of the ceramic here. This is kind of a ceramic pot is what it is. But I did buy a new stand today so that I could try to do both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. But my stand didn't work, so I've got to get another one. It's kind of like a primer. Exactly, Carol. Kind of like a primer. Okay, I'm going to quickly do the top here. That way we can paint it, and it won't take long for this top. I'm just going to make sure I get a coat on it. It didn't have to be a thick coat. It can be a really thin coat. And I got this from Dixie Belle. And I think I ordered it. I think I ordered it off of Amazon. Or I could have ordered it from... See if I got all that in there. Whoops, I touched the top of it. But this stuff has kind of a funky smell to it. It's not bad, but it does. You wish the Crafty Sixter could do an event. You know, one day you never know. We may talk about that when we're down there. That would be neat, wouldn't it? Maybe I can talk to him and see. Maybe something next year to give Tracy time. To give Tracy some time. But between Carrie still teaching, it makes it a little hard to get her in the summertime. We had a hard time just finding a week that the 5 of us get together because Tracy's not going to get to come, but we're going to miss her for sure. Ooh, that's wet. Well, that sounds like a plan then. You never know what we're going to cook up. You never know. It's a lot of work putting an event together. I know that. Okay. Guys, I think we pretty much got this dry. And we're going to go ahead and start painting it up this red. Now, this red kind of has a funky color. To me, it almost looks like a vintage red, which that's fine. But we're going to probably take 2 coats on here. And since I'm last, I can probably go a little bit longer if I need to. But I really need to make sure I'm off in plenty of time to go to bed. Yeah, I thought it was a Kleenex box too, and I picked it up, but it doesn't have an opening at the bottom. And it had that metal piece in it that reminds me of a sugar mold or a candle mold is what it reminds me of. But I've never seen one that's ceramic. But I thought I might take that and just make me a candle out of it. You go ahead and I'm going to kind of wiggle my brush in and around this little raised pieces here. And make sure I got a good coat, because I think I'm going to have to put some wax on it, kind of change up this color just a little bit. It kind of looks a little, what's the word I want to use? It's not really a deep red. It looks like deep red in the picture there, but it's not really a deep red. Hey, Betsy. Connie was not able to do it today. She had something else come up. And Sheila had something at the last minute, so I took her spot. And we did it that way. We each try to help each other, but Connie couldn't today. Sometimes we just have things that go on. I've had to miss a couple of them, and we've all had to miss here and there. You get those little marks out of there. This is going to take 2 coats. Let's go ahead and start drying it. You're welcome, Mary. Paint's not going to take long to dry. Ooh. Just put a big old nick in it right there. That wasn't good. Let's put a little bit of paint on my nick that I just did. try to fix that. But it's going to take 2 paints to get a good coat on here. Aw, thank you, Kathy. I tell you what, Shar did a good job out of those kits that she got. Those were 2 different kits, and she put them together and made a really cute project out of them. You like the red? The red, it looks really pretty in the picture out here. It's kind of a, it kind of reminds me of a vintage red. And the only reason why I say that is we had a wall at the school that was painted a vintage red, and it looked different than like our school red. Yeah, she did a really good job on it. That's probably one of my favorite kits, the crosses. And actually, there's 3 crosses that come with it. Okay, I see a little pool of paint right here. Let me see if I can. Let me go ahead and put my second coat on this one right here. And maybe we can at least get one side completed. Because this is where we're going to put the copper on it. I do like Spanish copper rub and buff. It's probably one of my favorites. Oh, Paula, I would too. That was really cute. She did a good job on it. A really good job. Okay, we kind of smooth that out just a little bit. Let me dry this section right here. Oh, that's what I need to do, Mary. Jeff is trying to go through his clothes because he's lost so much weight. But going from a 3X to a large, he's got a lot of clothes we've got to give away and give to somebody. And I think we found somebody we can give them to, because he always had lots of new clothes that he just can't wear anymore. And he doesn't plan on wearing them anymore. Okay, guys. I think I like that a whole lot better. It looks a little bit more red here. A little more red. Okay, we're going to do 2 sides of it and get it done. Joni, I could probably make that into a kit. I can probably make that into a kit. I'll have to, it'll probably be this week sometime before I can cut those out and do one. Kind of looks like a brick red. It does kind of look like a brick red in here. It does look a little more red in here than it is in here. Yeah, it was 2 kits. It was one of the arch frames that we have, and then the cross was one of 3. She just used one of them. There's Jeff. Well, I hit that place again. Jeff is Tank Killer on YouTube, guys. So that's Jeff. I can do that. Yeah, that's Jeff's YouTube. I told him he better be watching is what I told him. I had to laugh when Shar said it took her 15 minutes to unwrap it. I'm going to have to figure out something else, because the other night I wrapped one of my kids to do it, and it took me 15 minutes to unwrap it. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to wrap it a little bit differently so you could take it off a little bit easier, because I just don't want anything break. Yeah, he's definitely lost a lot of weight. But he'll be on tomorrow morning with his encouraging word of the day. So you might want to check that out on Facebook. Okay, we got one more side here. And what time is 8:21? Gosh, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. He might need to change his name on YouTube. That was an old military thing that he had. Okay, this is going to take 2 coats too because it's kind of like see-through a little bit. And I'm just kind of getting around the bottom here. Let's go ahead and dry. Whoops, I need to smooth that out just a little bit more. This was that paint that I got from A to Z, and it's they said it was a brand that Walmart used to carry. Ours didn't. Ours never did get rid of the Waverly. Vicki, he does it on Brown Eyed Girls Crafting page. There's a group called Encouraging Word. But he does it. There's a group page on my business page. Now this thing's a little bit heavy. A little bit heavy. You haven't tried any that I got? You haven't? It's a little thin. It's not really like chalk paint, Joni. It's a little thinner than chalk paint. Now I do like that linen one. It's a little bit better, but it seems like the ones that have a little bit more color to them are a little more opaque. I told Joni I really didn't need to buy any more paint, but I did. Thank you, Paula. Okay, let's go ahead and paint the second coat on here. And then we're going to use some rub and buff here in just a minute after we get the top done. But it's going to definitely take 2 coats of this. Oh, good, Barbara. You need to. Yeah, it was. It was $1.99 for this 8-ounce bottle. And I even got this antique wax for $1.99. So it wasn't bad. It's a lot like the Waverly's antique wax. Okay, guys. We're going to get this here in just a minute. Okay, I see something right there. May need to put a little bit touch up on that end. Don't let Barbara fool her. She can do a lot of cool crafts. There. Okay. Whoops. Let me turn this over here and let's get second coat on this side. Second coat. Barbara, do you have a page name in mind yet? Okay. We kind of go down that edge just a little bit. Okay. We are just about done painting this, guys. And then we're going to start putting some rub and buff on it. And then I'm going to have to go to Hobby Lobby and get some stuff to make a candle up. Ooh, that's hot. That is hot. Okay, I see some I need to put right here. Up that vine right there. It looks like a vine. And we'll leave that gun on that while my hot tool here, my heat tool on that while I'm painting the top of it. Top's painting a whole lot better than the bottom. Just saying. Did she tell us what her name was yet? Ooh, I like that, Barbara. I like that. Barbara's in my Crafting with Lisa group. And I'm in a couple of groups with her, some watercolor painting, and I think you took that Procreate class, didn't you, Barbara? I absolutely love Procreate. I'm getting ready to start doing some of my own designs for some kits. I have a couple ideas. Okay, this is going to take 2 coats too, but it's not very much. What was that, Carol? Yeah, Jeff, I actually sung happy birthday to Carol. Procreate is an app that you can learn how to draw in layers, and I love it. Hey, Mel, I love it because I actually drew a church out, and I loved it. It's real simple to use. In fact, even Emma and Layla have picked up on it a little bit. Layla will listen to me. Now, Emma, she knows it all. She's a typical preteen. She knows it all. But Layla would listen to me when I told Layla I showed her how to start a new layer. Emma just wants to do it all on one layer. But she does really good. I think this is going to look really good with the copper on it. I'm so bad about getting my paint up my barrel of my brushes. And I've got a whole solo cup over here I need to take over and clean tonight. I'm probably just going to put them in some water and deal with them tomorrow. Oh, yeah, Jeff can sing. Kind of get my brush strokes out of here just a little bit. The nice thing about it is kind of self-leveling. It's not really showing any of my brush strokes. Gosh, I keep finding little bitty oopsies right here I need to fix. Let me get that corner. Well, she was giving me pointers on YouTube. Emma Grace has got a little channel. It's just her quirky little preteen stuff they always put on. Can't comment on it. All I can do is like it. But she's got like 1,100 videos on it. And I told Emma, I said, so are your videos long videos or short videos? And she just sent me down. She goes, Gigi, she said, do you not know YouTube? And I said, well, no, you can teach me. And she said, short videos are 3 minutes or less. So if you're going to do a short video, it's got to be less than 3 minutes. I said, okay. She goes, but if you're 3 minutes and 1 second, it's going to be a long video. Kids now just do it. I have to agree, Tracy. I can see comments better. I like that you can see this better. It's wet inside, and I can see some white right there on that edge. Lois, it is called, and it was put out by, they said it's put out by Walmart. It's called Hello Hobby. Somebody said, I think it was Joni that told me. Oh yeah, Emma is a CapCut queen. She had to teach me CapCut. I usually put mine in with a little bit of Awesome or some Murphy's soap. Murphy's soap, it really does good cleaning your brushes. Okay, I really kind of like this. I think I am going to put some wax on it though. Man, I keep seeing places that I just missed. But yeah, Emma definitely, she's a CapCut is an app that you can use to edit videos. Oh, her makeup videos. Yeah, they do. But she's really serious about her makeup and about keeping her makeup face clean. Yeah, it is going on, but it's taking 2 coats. It's a little bit thinner than just like Waverly. But we have to be careful with Emma because sometimes you never know that you're on one of her videos and she never gets you in a good angle either. I had to tell her, if you're going to put me on there, you're going to have to make sure I look halfway decent. Okay, just about done with all our little touch-ups. We're going to put some wax on it, and there is another spot right there. Told you, I keep seeing some spots. Oh, she is. She's hilarious. I went into Dollar Tree one day, and I was taking the girls in there. And of course, they wanted something. And Emma goes, Gigi, can I push the cart? And I told her, yeah. And she goes, okay. And so didn't realize it, but she had her phone set up, and she was doing her little YouTube stuff. And I got tickled at her. Okay, guys, I think I've got it all dry. But now I think I'm going to go ahead and put some wax on it. And I don't have a sponge. Let's just use a clean paper towel. Oh, wait, I've got a brush. Let me get a brush here. Let me get a brush. I have a fuzzy brush here. We'll put some wax on and wipe it off. Oh, yeah. I remember that one because I wasn't sitting very, very good. Okay. Now, I want you to look when you put this wax on, how it deepens up that into a really pretty red. And this will seal it. And this is just some Howard wax. You can use, you can just use a turtle wax, like that stuff that comes in the yellow. Any kind of wax would work. But see how that's making that just look a whole lot darker. She is. She's always filming. You got to be careful. She caught her mom the other day. They were getting something to eat. Hey, Cindy. How's Bubba doing? I saw your post, but I didn't ever find out what was wrong. Okay, I'm just rubbing this on, and we're going to have to rub some of it off. Let me just get these 2 sides here first. Now, go ahead and just rub it and buff it really good. And I can probably even bring some of it up here to the top. And you can see right here at the top the difference that it has in it. In fact, Declan likes to get in on her YouTubes. Declan likes to get in on the YouTubes. I don't know if his mama knows that, but he likes it. Okay, about got my paintbrush there. But you can just see how a big difference that makes. That has a little divot in it. Oh, goodness. And they're going to keep him overnight. Did I read that right? That's probably good. Now, I wish I had a soft cloth because it'd be a whole lot better buffing it, but I didn't think about it. That is such a total different color than this flat color. Oh, goodness. I bet he's just loving that. We'll definitely keep him in our prayers. Okay, I just love Howard wax. And I still should be able to use the rubber buff, I think. I didn't think about that beforehand, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to hit it with a dryer and dry this wax on it, and then we'll try the rub and buff. I'm not a big McDonald's either. The most I will do is probably eat one of their breakfasts with the boys. That's about it. Okay. All right, we got the wax all over it. Let's go ahead and just kind of dry it just a little bit. Yeah, Emma likes Max, and Layla is the Sonic girl. She likes Sonic. Okay. Make sure this is good and dry. Yeah, I need one. I've got one somewhere. I'm cleaning up this place, and I'm finding some things that I need. And I tied me a trash sack right here so that I would have a sack pretty close. All right, now I'm just going to take this rubber buff, and this is the copper, Spanish copper. And I'm just going to kind of go up here around all of these little places right here. And I like gold. I like the old gold or Aztec gold. But I didn't want this to be really bright. And I kind of like bronze. I didn't have any bronze. I'll have to see if I can find a shimmy. That's a good idea. You see, I'm just kind of barely touching those little areas. Making sure I just a little bit on my finger. Little bit. Just like that. Let me see if you can see. There you go. Now you can see it just like that. Okay. And I'll let this dry, and then I'll buff it really good. The would you bin? That would you bin? My goodness, the rub and buff. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to go around the edges here at the top. And kind of put some on the edges. Just like that right there. Just to give it a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of shine. We're going to get this done in about 45 minutes, guys. I said I'd try to stay on an hour, but man, 4 o'clock comes early. It comes early. And Jeff will tell you I am not an early morning person since I retired. I just can't do it, but I have to do it. Let's go up here around the top of this edge. Just a little bit. I'll take pictures and I'll post this on my Facebook page. But that's really shining. Let me get a little bit right here. Just a little bit right there. I think I'm going to take a little bit and put it around the edge at the bottom too. Just a little bit. Just to define it a little bit. You're welcome. I wish I had more time, more hours in the day. There, now I got some on my finger. Just going to try to put it on the end here, on the bottom too. Oh, I think I'm going to put up the sides too. Oh, Barbara, I tell you what, it's hard. When I retired, I understand what my dad was saying when he retired. I understand it more now. I am just not a morning person. I will go back tomorrow and paint the bottom of that. Or I may go ahead and stop by Dollar Tree on the way home. Okay. I think that looks cute. No, not yet, Betsy. They have one for Declan that he's supposed to have an appointment with them to, it's a daycare, but it's also where he'll be going to kindergarten next year. It's called the Lutheran School. And Griffin's going to go there in the fall, but he can't start until he's 2. So that's what kind of puts him in a bind, is trying to find somewhere for Griffin. There is a daycare. There is a daycare across the street from Declan's school, but Lauren's on the waiting list. And here in a few weeks, they'll probably start doing their summer daycare, and that's all we really need to get him is some summer daycare is what they need. Because with Jeff and I being gone to Maine for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna be gone a week in June for the Crafty Sixters. I mean, Jeff can go down and watch them when I'm not here. But there we go. Let me show you the whole thing here. Turn it around. And right here, I'm trying to figure out what, I don't think I got it wiped down good with the wax, is what that is. Just turn it around. And then here's the little, that's actually a perfect color right there. Look at that, how close it is. Oh yeah, Patricia, I'm kind of the same way. If I stay up, I'm okay. But boy, at night, it hits me. Boy, it hits me. So I may be doing a lot more daytime videos the next couple of weeks. Anyway, I think that's really cute. It's just got a little pattern here. I think that is, I think that is some little, a pool of the wax. Yeah. There we go. Now it looks better. Looks better. Anyway, guys, I got to figure how to end this stream because this is all new to me too. I think I see it right there. But you guys all have a great day tomorrow. And make sure you guys stay warm. Thank you, Stacy. I didn't see you on here until just now. Thank you, Angie. Guys, have a great evening. And if you're in the path of storms the next few days, try to stay safe. You're welcome, Carol Ann. And we will see you guys all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.